Hi there, you're welcome to another video on the Uguamadi's football channel. And so nice to have you here. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and you're also liking and sharing the videos. That means a lot to me. So let's dive right into sort of the topics for today's discussion. So there are three things I'll be talking about, or rather four things. I'll be talking about Rich James. I'll be talking about NKUNKU'S supposed return after the international break, and then Messi's win of his eighth Ballon d'Or award, and then also the preview to Chelsea Blackburn game. Um, so let's go into it. First off, let's talk about Messi and get that out of the way. For me, I think the Ballon d'Or has become a lifetime achievement award, and not just recently. I think for some years now, that's what it is turned to, a lifetime achievement award, um, and then also to give to their friends. That is the journalists give to the players they like, give to the players that's good for their branding and things like that. So don't get me wrong. Obviously, Messi is a phenomenal player. Uh, Arguably the greatest player of all time, although Cristiano Ronaldo has something to say about it. Diego Maradona as well is in that conversation. Pele as well is in that conversation. But he's right up there with the greats. So taking nothing away from him. But my major issue with his win is I don't think he should have won. I think he should have been Erling Haaland to have won the um, Ballon d'Or. I think I know he won the World Cup and won the Copa America, which was very good, outstanding. He, of course, not alone. Football is obviously a team sport, but for me, I feel Erling Haaland did more. Contributed more to winning the treble for Man City, and as well, it kind of seems like because everyone wanted to give Lionel Messi the Ballon d'Or award this time around, people sort of ignored his not so impressive form at PSG with the likes of Mbappe and Neymar and how their season turned out to be. So, and then he eventually went to joined Inter Miami. So it seems people sort of, because they wanted to give Messi the award, forgot about his form, that it wasn't quite the best um, in the season in review. So, and then the whole feel around this award was rather odd. It was an odd one because it felt like there was no real voting going on. There was no real meritocracy to it. It felt like there was no real competition. It just felt like the organizers or the journalists and everyone who was voting, who was putting the event together, has sort of primed themselves to hand the award over to Messi. So it felt more like a lifetime achievement award than an award to crown the best player, in that season. And that's what many people seem to forget. It's for a season, not for the past 20 years, not for the past three decades. Because if we're talking about, okay, we're giving this award for the best players in the past 2 decades, then you would have the award will only go to either Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo. And know what's funny? People talk about, oh, he won the World Cup, he won the Copa America, and you shouldn't be thinking so much about his club form and all that. But if you remember, there was a Ballon d'Or ceremony, or rather, when it was in 2010, if I'm not mistaken. Um, Wesley Schneider won the treble with Inter Milan, and it was a key player. He won the treble with Inter Milan. I think was the Champions League, the Italian Scudetto, and the Coppa Italia. He won that treble, and as well was key and instrumental to taking leading the Netherlands to the final, to the World Cup final. Yeah, although they lost to Spain, but you could see he performed well both for his national team, performed well both for the club side, for his club side. And then what happened was they found a way to give the award to Lionel Messi. So kind of seems like if you're liked, you get the award, and it kind of seems like if you have, there's a lot of politics around, especially the Ballon d'Or award. But things like Copa Award seems to go to the right candidate, the PCG Award seems to go to the right candidate, but mm, the Ballon d'Or award, every now and again, it finds its way into the hand of someone who, in my opinion, didn't deserve to win it. But anyway, fair dues to him, he's won it, and that goes on his mantelpiece in his home in my. I'll go on his mantelpiece somewhere in his home in Miami, Argentina. Congratulations to him. So that's like Lionel Messi winning the Ballon d'Or out of the way, and also shout out to Jude Bellingham, who won the Copa Award. I think that's for the best young talent. So he's been really, I want to say, magnificent for Real Madrid. He's been their talisman at, I don't know if he's 20 or 21 yet, to be talisman for a historic side like Real Madrid is just amazing. So let's see how far he goes with that. So enough of that said, let's go into the other topics for today. And then we're talking about now the um, Nkunku. Yeah, Nkunku. What would it mean, or what does his return mean for Chelsea? So in the past few days, Mauricio Pochettino has been going on about Nkunku or missing Nkunku when Nkunku was back. If Nkunku was playing, he would have scored a lot of goals. Maybe would have scored 10 goals up to this point, and that's all well and good. So what does it mean, or what would it mean for Chelsea when and if he returns? Because the rumors making the rounds that he would return earlier than expected, as he'll be back with the team after the next international break. That's, I think, after this November international break, he will be back with the team. So part of me thinks that maybe Mauricio Pochettino will be looking to go to a fluid front three where maybe you have your Mudrik, your Nkunku, and if I have my say, probably would be Noni Madueke, or if you're going what Pochettino has been doing so far, probably would be Nkunku, Sterling, and Palmer. So maybe going with the fluid front three, possibly that could work. Could also go into still with the fluid front three, but a 4-3-3, where you could have Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo in the pivot, and you have Palmer in the 10 row, and then you have Nkunku, maybe Sterling, and then Madueke, or Nkunku, Modric, and Sterling. So maybe that's what it could mean. It could mean, or it could just be sticking him up there as an out and out striker, which I don't think would be the best. It's something he can do every now and again, but I don't think that's his most favored position. Fluid front three would work the best, or having him in the 10 role would work as well. Although that would be slightly unfair to Cole Palmer, who's been excellent so far. He's not put a foot wrong, and even in games like the one versus Brentford, where the rest of the team were absolutely dreadful, he like stood head and shoulders above everyone. Who was really good. So let's see how it goes. So that may mean a tweak in formation, which could see Jackson relegated to the bench, and I'd have no problem with that because I don't think he's been doing so well so far. But in his defense, I don't think the team has really created quality chances for a number 9 to score. And then again, let's take it back a bit. So even if we go with the fluid front three, you could have your Jackson, Nkunku, and maybe a Sterling. So let's see how that pans out. So what do you think his return would mean? Do you think it would just mean Palmer going back to the bench, or he would be stuck up there as number 9? Let me know what your thoughts and opinions are. Now, the next bit is Rhys James in Mauricio Pochettino's press conference. He gave an update, the team news and an update, which was says Rhys James was okay enough to start. He's fit enough rather to start. fit enough for her to start against Blackburn in the Carabao Cup. So let's see. Hopefully he starts at right back, although I would have preferred Malagusto to start, and then you ease Reece James back into the side, because I think that's the reason you sort of have Malagusto in place, because unlike previous season, you have a more than competent right back slash right wing back that can play, and then and if Reece James is injured as he has been, you can gently ease him back into the team, and whilst not losing anything out in that right back position. But maybe Pochettino's thoughts process is, okay, this is a Carabao Cup game, not so important, and then you're playing against the side in Blackburn who are not like the most threatening opposition. Due respect to Blackburn, may not be the strongest opposition that Chelsea would face this season. So maybe you just give Reece James the opportunity to gain full 90 minutes under his belt. So let's see how that will go, and hopefully he doesn't have Reece James on the right as right back and then have Colwill at left back, because that would just be mad. Although he's been doing madness this season, so no one can really predict. So I would hope to see Cucurella on the left. For whatever reason, some fans have tried to make Cucurella the scapegoat for the loss when it was one of our better performances. And believe me, no matter how offensive your defenders are, if you're relying on them for goals, then you're in big trouble. You're in serious trouble. So you can't be relying on your defenders for goals. They can assist, they can also contribute, they can score 1 or 2 goals, but if you're relying on them to finish as well as your strikers, then you're in a world of trouble. You're in a world of trouble. So that's that for Reece James, and hopefully he comes good. Not really comes good because he's been playing very well, but injuries. So hopefully no more injuries, and he really integrates into the team properly, and let's hope for the best. Now, going into the preview, this is a game where Chelsea should win, should be a comfortable win, but then again, with the way the team has been playing, especially the Blackburn game, you never can tell. So for me, like I keep saying, each time I give a prediction, I don't give a particular lineup, because Pochettino keeps surprising us, or rather shocking us, terrifying us, if you will, with the sort of lineup he goes for. So I'd rather go with a lineup that I would like to see. So for me, I think it's time we see what Petrovic is all about. The goalkeeper, the new goalkeeper signed, I think, till end of the transfer window. Let's see what he is able to do. I'd like to see him there between the sticks. And then, like I said, I would like to see Cucurella, because Chelsea we don't have the luxury of resting players at all. So I'd like to see Cucurella at left back, Reece James, as I hinted earlier on, at right back, and then you have Disasi in the middle with Colwill, and rest Thiago Silva because he's 39, Nyan 40. So you have Colwill and Disasi in their right positions in the center of the park, in the center of defense, because Disasi isn't a bad player. He's just not a good right back. That's it. And then have Caicedo and Enzo. Hopefully he's recovered from the knock. Caicedo and Enzo in the double pivot role, and you have Palmer in the 10, and then you have your Mudryk, you have your Noni Madueke. I would like to see Noni Madueke start this game, and hopefully when he has a right back who's an offensive right back, that would free up the space for him as he plays on the left, as he plays on the right wing. And then now it's a toss-up in terms of who you would have as number 9. So I wouldn't really mind Jackson or Broja. Wouldn't really mind. Or we could just go straight in. So scratch that. Jackson, Broja on the bench, unless Washington start, because I don't think he can be that much worse than either of them. Also Jackson, because Broja has been in and out of the squad with injuries. So like to see Jackson and Washington start. And if he is unable to cut it, then you can always be subbed at halftime. So going for a 4-2-3-1, and let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. So that's my thoughts and opinions on the four topics. Let me know what you think. Do you think Messi fully deserves to have won to have won the think his win of the Ballon d'Or is deserved? And let me know in the comment section. Do you think Kunku will cause a tactical switch, a tactical shift by Mauricio Pochettino? Let me know as well. And what do you think it would mean for Cole Palmer? Do you think it will just be automatically Nkunku is in and he's out? There's no, and your own prediction 11, what you would like to see. Or if you have your crystal balls, you can also make a prediction as to what you think Mauricio Pochettino would do. So at this point, we've come to the end of this video. So do like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share it as well. So at this point, do have a fantastic rest of your day.